What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today, and today we have another massive release reaction for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, as today we have some really cool releases to evaluate. Finally excited to get back in front of the webcam. I've been recording trip reports and other script videos for the last 4 days in a row, so excited to do this, and I hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. With that being said, we won't waste any further time and just go ahead and get right into it, everybody. We'll start here with some in-flight releases. We have an Air New Zealand Airbus A321neo. The registration is Zulu Kilo Oscar Yankee Echo. Looking quite nice there for in-flight. It's an awesome mold. I got United One here on my desk, and they are quite awesome. So great to see this aircraft released here. I think it will be a popular offering from in-flight. And once again, great to see that diverse representation that we've talked about many times in these videos, and hopefully we'll see that continue with our next aircraft, which will be another very diverse release. I love it. This is Air Serbia Airbus A320 with sharklets. The registration is Yankee Uniform Alpha Papa Oscar, and it has the IAE engine. So cool to see this. They have a bunch of 319s, but really great to finally see them get some variety here with the 320 variant. I think this will be a popular offering, and once again, the diversity kills with in-flight. They do a great job. So also note when these are supposed to be due in, and all of that's looking really great. Here's an Olympic Airbus A300 B21C. This is Foxtrot Bravo Yankee Alpha Papa. Nice looking aircraft here today. I think it looks wonderful. Definitely a really good scheme there on the 300. So will prove quite powerful once again. So another very exciting release there. And we also have another A300 with Pan Am. This is going to be November 202 Pop Alpha, and once again looking quite nice there with the big billboard title. So cool looking aircraft here as well. Another really cool aircraft. I never thought that the 300 would be 148 compared to a 320 being 112, but at the end of the day, it does make sense with how much bigger the aircraft is. So very cool to see that, and a really nice start here for in-flight. This has been quite encouraging. So let's see it continue right here. Okay, next up we have an Atlas Air. I thought that was a Gemini for a moment. That's great. An Atlas Air Boeing 777 freighter. It's November 703 Golf Tango, and it's looking quite wonderful. So a really nice livery on that one. Once again, I thought that would be like a Gemini Jets or a JC Wings release, but again, this goes to the show and really proves why in-flight's been a huge market here for the 1-200 collectors. Some of the highest quality products along with some high quality releases. So we love to see it here, and no doubt this has been a really nice diverse in-flight set to this point. That will continue with this Aeromexico 737 MAX 8. This is November 759 Alpha Mike. I don't know how many people have done the MAX 8 in 1-200. Manufacturers would be a better phrase there, but regardless of the case, it's definitely going to be a high quality offering and great for anybody looking for the Aeromexico MAX 8. So proves what I've been saying so far. Let's see if this continues. Why not? So we go from Mexico up to Canada with the WestJet 737 MAX 8. Charlie Foxtrot Echo Whiskey Juliet. What I've just said and just put on steroids at this point. Love to see it. The new livery is wonderful, and safe to say that there's a plane for everybody. Now, if they had some sort of US plane to finish this off, it would be pretty impressive. Not quite there though. We have the Edelweiss Airbus A350, which is just as good. This aircraft is Hotel Bravo India Hotel Charlie. This is definitely a market for many regions of the world, considering how cool of an airline Edelweiss is. Predominantly recently flying the A340 aircrafts. Now you're going to see plenty of their A350s sneaking in. So really cool to see this, and will prove powerful here for in-flight. So I don't think they're going to have any more. That's already a pretty impressive showing, but let's go ahead and see. Okay, yeah, we're into JC Wings now, so cool to get another JC Wings release. It's been a while. We'll start here in 1-200 with this Air China 737-800 with the pink livery. This is Bravo 5177. We know how many collectors there are in that region that care about that. It's tough for us to relate to, obviously, but there definitely is a market for those. So looking quite nice, and once again, will prove powerful there for JC Wings. Okay, here's a Korean Airbus A330-200 in their older livery, which is just the throwback titles. Actually, no, this one's a normal, actually. They may not have this aircraft anymore. That might be what I'm thinking of. Hotel Lima 8228. Great looking plane. Definitely a really great scheme on it. And once again, really cool to see this. These rarely fly to the US, so I think they're probably more of like the Middle East and some of those regions where you're going to see these. So cool to see that. That's another cool release. Okay, here we have an Eastern Doubles DC-951, November 401 Echo Alpha. I think they did one previously, so great to see them do another here. I think this US flag might be the difference here. So great looking plane there. That's a really nice one, and I know many DC-9 collectors will be very thrilled to get yet another Eastern offering in their portfolio. So that's definitely a really good aircraft to see right there. We also have a TAA DC-931. This aircraft is Trans-Australia is the airline name, and it's going to be Victor Hotel Tango Juliet Romeo. So in-flight really they dominated with this release. There's so many diverse elements. I've never even heard of this airline, so great to see for all of your retro Australia collectors. And once again, it'll prove quite powerful for that very particular market. So great to see it there. And once again, InFlight really making some unique aircraft. So I'm sure we'll see more of that later on, but we're on to JC Wings for now. Back to Japan, here we have this JAL Air E190, and this is going to be the Minton Park, yeah. And this is going to be Juliet Alpha 252 Juliet. We know the concept of all these movie liveries that they do and other such, content over there in Japan and Asia. So cool to see another one get done here on the JAL E190. Another really nice piece of the puzzle, we have a Mexicana 727-200. This is X-Ray Alpha India Echo uniform. Great looking plane right here. This is really nice. So definitely will prove to be a powerful offering here in the 1-200 scale. That's really nice. Here is a British United VC-10, a very diverse aircraft, BUA in other words, and this is going to be Juliet Alpha Tango Delta Juliet. So yeah, this is a very neat mold. Obviously not many VC-10s that can be done, but of course we love to see it when there are opportunities to get some done like this right here. So yeah, these have been really great. Excited to see what's coming up next. Okay, here we have a Dash 8-100 house livery. This is really cool. Charlie Golf Papa Juliet. So yet again, another really cool offering with this aircraft. Kind of looks like Air Canada a little bit, which would make sense, figures, because they're from that region. So you got some various leaves on there. It looks like we got red, orange, and yellow. So appropriately timed here with the fall coming up. So yeah, this is going to be a great aircraft and will be around right during peak time there in November. So that's quite exciting. Although I think the Canada leaves are going to fall much faster than that, but that's about when they fall around my area. So there are people that's going to be valuable to. Speaking of valuable, here's another really good livery here, and it enforces a concept we talked about previously. The EVA Airways. Kind of surprised to see it phrased like that, but that's cool. 777-300 ER. This is going to be the Transfero character special livery with the flaps down and up. So again, another cool scheme. I'm not sure if this one's active. I would presume so. The picture looks like it's kind of a new scheme. Regardless of the case, it'll prove powerful, and once again, another cool release there for all the Asia folks. So very nice to see that right there. Here is a Lufthansa Fokker 50, Delta Alpha Foxtrot Hotel. Very basic livery here. This is a real throwback, so this is going to be for a very select market. But as we know, I think JC Wings does a good job selecting their aircraft, and always utilizing molds like this in the VC-10 can be useful. So cool to see this one. This is great. And we have a Cathay Pacific Boeing 747-400, Victor Romeo Hotel Oscar Victor. Yet again, another cool aircraft here. Glad to see it. And Cathay Pacific doesn't get too much representation due to copyright issues in the model landscape, so always great when we do find a way to get one. All right, next up, we're into more 1-200s here for JC Wings. This is a Malaysia Airlines Airbus A380 with the bare metal livery, Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra Golf. I have to say, this has probably been the best video release reaction I've ever had with regards to the prefix, rattling off those. It's been pretty sweet to not screw that up today, so that's been nice. Anyway, though, great to see this here in 1-200 scale. This is a really nice aircraft, so awesome to get some great variety there that will prove powerful for those select collectors. So looking quite nice with that one. We also have a DHL Airbus A300 Delta Alpha Echo. This will be really cool, especially for all those model stores in Europe. These fly all kinds of cities around there, London, Paris, you name it. So this will be great for those, but also for anybody else that's just interested in general. So pretty fair price there. This is substantially less than the InFlight. I think $28 less than their A300. So this might be a good option for anybody looking for an A300. Next up, we're on to Ryanair in their Boeing 737-800. This is going to be at 9 Hotel Quebec Charlie Tango. So I think Malta Air might be a subsidiary. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, Ryanair seems very fascinating. This aircraft still comes in under $100, which is great. Obviously, it would have been much lower even 5 years ago, but still coming in under 100, so we can definitely live with that. And the Ryanair footprint continues to be expanded in 1-200, which is definitely productive. Okay, a Bamboo Airbus A321neo, cool release. Victor November Alpha 589. Bamboo doesn't get too much representation. It's been a while since we've got several substantial releases, so cool to see this one here, and especially in the narrow body footprint. So definitely another cool release that'll prove quite powerful. Okay, we're going to have Lux Air AQ 400. We have the stand-up livery on this one, and it's going to be Lima X-Ray Lima Golf Echo. So yeah, really cool to see this. Feeling fortunate to see one during this past summer, and you can't see them over there. Places like Zurich and other airports do feature Lux Air. So another cool release right here, and this one coming in at the same price as an Airbus narrowbody, which is kind of tough to believe, but that is what JC Wings has on this one at about $95. So there it is. Same price here for the TNT Express 737-400 freighter. Oscar Echo India Alpha Echo. Cool looking release right here. I love the orange on it. So yeah, TNT definitely has a cool footprint in Europe as well and other regions around the world. So great to see this aircraft coming out here in 1-200. Okay, this is a very cool release. I'm a big fan of this one. This is a KLM ERJ 145, and it's going to be Papa Hotel Romeo X-Ray Alpha. Cool release right here, just $1 less than the others, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, the 145 mold that JC Wings has is really cool. Would love to get a model of it sometime, and the scheme on that one's really great. I really like that gray in the middle. That really adds some good character to that one. So yeah, again, the diversity here really proven powerful for JC Wings too. They continue to do just that. They're also going to get in with in-flight in the New Zealand region this month. We have an ATR 42600 for Air New Zealand. It's Zulu Kilo Mike Victor X-Ray. A really nice aircraft right here. It's great to see this done. I mean, there's several of them flying all around that region, so definitely a productive release right here, and I think it'll prove once again quite powerful to all those folks, so that's great to see. Okay, we have Eva Air Cargo, another one. This is a 747-400 freighter, and it's an interactive. This is a great release considering how popular this aircraft is flying all around town. Bravo 16482. So great to see that. Once again, very popular. So want to see more of those, and definitely a really productive release here from JC. They've really ballparked the variety on this one. We continue with that with some unique offerings. This Kuwait Government 737-900ER is next. It's 9 Kilo Golf Charlie Charlie. Nice looking livery here. Great to get some more government aircraft in there, as there is a market for that. So definitely cool to see. We also have a really great release. This is going to be very popular. I think InFlight did it a while back, but great to see JC Wings getting their footprint on it. It's United Airlines Boeing 757-200 in the Battleship Gray livery. It's November 537 Uniform Alpha. Been a great time for United throwback collectors. There's been a bunch of these done by InFlight, and in 1-400, Gemini recently did the Saul Bass 75. And the 1-200 Saul Bass got done by Gemini recently too. So no doubt it's been a productive showing, and this aircraft continues to enforce that. So if you're looking for a more affordable Battleship Gray, this might be the one for you. We also have an Air India Boeing 747-200 Victor Tango Echo November Golf. Great looking plane right here. We've talked at will about Air India and their footprint here in the model aircraft landscape. So great to see them continuing to get some great releases here as well. Aeromexico continues to go strong. Here's the 737-800 in a special livery that I'm not going to try to pronounce. Kulukan, I think that should have been fairly close. Anyway, though, this aircraft's looking strong here, and it's X-Ray Alpha Golf Quebec Sierra. So cool tail number on that one with some pretty interesting figures as well. JC Wings is already going to get in on the Edelweiss 350. That was a pretty quick turnaround. This aircraft's going to be Hotel Bravo India Hotel Charlie. Very cool. So we know how good that aircraft looks. That picture really speaks for itself. I don't need to expand too much on that. I love the raccoon mask and the little changes that they've made to the livery with the font and whatnot. So no doubt it's going to prove quite powerful and could really even increase Edelweiss's reputation if the product is good. So excited to see some videos on it here in the future. Here's the Go Australia Qantas getting another round here from JC Wings. This is going to be the 787-9, which is Victor Hotel, Zulu November Hotel. Once again, this aircraft has proved quite powerful for JC Wings with all the different liveries they've done. So cool to see this one getting done here with Go Australia. It's a cool livery. And we have flaps up because what more would you expect? Is that 127? That's a pretty good price. Yeah, 127, 130, that seems pretty reasonable, although we've been looking at quite a few in-flights, so my views could be a little skewed from that. But anyway, looking great. And we're finally into the 1-400 releases. It took long enough, so great to get back to our wheelhouse, if you will. This is a Wizz Air Airbus A320neo. It's Hotel Alpha Lima Golf, Juliet Echo. I went on a really nice tear there on the prefixes, so okay to mess one up there. But anyway, yeah, good looking plane. Definitely will be great for all those European collectors. I think Wizz Air's got a bunch of A321 variants as of late, so really great to see a 320neo getting done there. That's well deserved. Here's the Nippon Cargo 747-8 freighter. This has the 30th anniversary sticker, and it's Juliet Alpha 13 Kilo Zulu. So again, cool aircraft, and will prove very powerful for those collectors. This is a Dragonair Cargo 747-400 freighter. It's Bravo Kilo Alpha Golf. Great looking plane right there. I think that many collectors will be excited for that one. We don't get many Dragonair Cargos, there's no doubt about that. So looking nice. And we have a Peach Airbus A321neo, so another cool aircraft. It's Juliet Alpha 902 Papa. Not many Peach aircraft getting around there, so cool to see that one getting done here in the 400 scale market. Okay, let's continue to proceed forward today. We have a ANA Wings Q400. That's interesting. And it's the Demon Slayer as well. This is Juliet Alpha 846 Alpha. So cool to see this. Not many ANA-8s that I'm aware of. So might as well get as many as we can out while they're flying. So that's great. We have a Japan 77-8. This honestly is probably, this might be the best one, the 400 here. This is really good. Juliet Alpha 833 Juliet. We don't get many Japan -8s. We've got too many -9s, which it's kind of funny. It's just one of those moments that you thought it was going to be a -9. It ended up being a -8. Pretty good release right there. That definitely will get a B+ or A- from my perspective. That's much better than I was about to say. Another -9 wasn't going to be too pretty, but that was honestly a pretty darn good little cameo jump scare, if you will. So that was pretty good. That definitely got me right there. That's good. Okay, that's pretty sweet. We'll proceed on. Another good aircraft with another Airbus Beluga number 2. It's Foxtrot Golf Sierra Tango Bravo. This aircraft is interactive, so presumably this piece is the opening part. Now, I don't think that they've done an interactive Beluga yet, which is really cool to see if this is the case, and a pretty affordable price at $58. So yeah, cool to see this. I didn't know that they were going to do the Beluga with the interactive parts, and you also got the antennas and all the other features that you would have wanted on this aircraft. So yeah, this is really cool. So definitely great to see that. That's really nice. And we have a Malaysia 737 MAX 8. It's 9 Mike Victor Delta. Cool to see another one. I know NG did one a handful of months ago, so definitely cool to get another one here in the 400 landscape. So that's great. We are still in JC Wings, so let's continue. This video will be JC and the other manufacturer today, InFlight, because this has been definitely extensive. A Cathay Pacific Spirit of Hong Kong, flaps down 777-300, and this is going to be Bravo Hotel November Kilo. Cool to see that. I like the palette back here. I think it looks quite nice, so definitely added some good character and great for anybody looking for the Cathay Pacific landscape. We have the normal one as well for good measure. And then we have that EVA Air in 1-400, which was to be expected, flaps up and flaps down. So no doubt that they are proven powerful with that. So that's really cool. Okay, let's continue up here. Next up, we have a China Eastern L100 Hercules. This is Bravo 3002. Nice looking aircraft here, definitely proven quite powerful, and yeah, not what I would have expected, but again, JC Wings comes in with some very unique aircraft to really add some variety to this release. We also have a CAAC, which I'm not sure what airline that is, but definitely pretty cool in this ND82, which is polished. It's Bravo 2102. Another nice release, and again, the polish really adds a nice kick to it, so I think this one will prove powerful for any collectors that are interested in aircrafts as such. Here's the Ethiopian Cargo Bone 777 Interactive. This is another pretty darn good release. This is going to be Echo Tango Alpha Papa uniform, so APU, pretty cool. Yeah, this is cool. I didn't know that they had, the Ethiopian Cargo brand in general. I thought it was just Ethiopian, so I learned about that today. Great to see, and this one will also prove quite powerful to many collectors. And we have a Bangkok Airways ATR 72500 Hotel Sierra Papa Golf. Cool livery on this one. This is really nice. So once again, these ATRs have really went strong from JC Wings over the last several years with the aerials and other such features. No doubt another productive release here with that one. Do we have more JCs? Let's see. Yes, we do. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is an extensive release. We have a Virgin Atlantic Boeing 747-400 with Tinkerbell livery. This might be the best one out there. Gulf Victor Bravo India Gulf. Great plane right here. I think this will prove quite powerful, very popular, great scheme. Many collectors are going to enjoy it, and the mold's pretty good. So that one looks like it's flaps down. I might be wrong, but anyway, regardless, really great. And okay, how about this? A United Battleship Gray Boeing 777-200 November 777 Uniform Alpha, which was the first wide body I ever flew with the Evo Blue livery for United. So definitely interesting storyline there. I have the Dragon Wings one, which is kind of funny, so I will probably just be fine with that one. However, this is a great release right here, and once again will be very good for anybody that's interested in a Battleship 777. So plenty of options here in the United throwback department if you're interested this month. It's going quite well for them there, so that's great. We have an Indigo Cargo, Airbus A321 Freighter, Victor Tango, India Kilo Whiskey, just like Ethiopian. I didn't know they had a cargo brand, so this one's really cool. They got CFMs on it, which I wouldn't have expected. That's definitely an interesting choice, but hey, if it does the work for them, then that's really cool. Perhaps they were trying to match it up with their Airbus 320s that have CFMs, make it a little easier in that department. So that would be my thought on that. But anyway, cool to see that regardless. And we continue here with our fantasy liveries for Condor. This is an A339 Neo and has the red stripes, which is really looks great. I really wish that they had that in real life. That's really cool, which I guess they don't. I guess it's just the 7.5 fits a fantasy, which is kind of goofy. But anyway, regardless, this is a great looking plane, and once again will be a very popular release for all those folks in Germany and beyond that are interested. JC Wings has not had enough, so we get the Qantas 787 with the flaps up and down for good measure on Go Australia, which is quite cool, and we have about 15 different versions of that. That's another video that I want to make, and I know I've talked about it, but when I did it the first time, my video file corrupted, which was kind of frustrating. So it is what it is, but anyway, we'll continue to do our best. But we do have the SpaceX 737-800. I was fortunate to see this at Los Angeles a couple weeks ago, which is really cool. This is a really great scheme. You got the logo on the X and the tail as well. So yeah, great to see this here, and I think that it will prove very powerful to say the least. And I'm just writing that the manufacturer comparison because I really want to make a video on that. Just really frustrating that the previous file corrupted. Here's the Tinkerbell here with the flaps down. No surprise there. Great to see it, and overall looking quite nice. I'd be very surprised if we have another round. Okay, so do we have any more GCs? Let's take a look. Yes, we do. We have 3 more. Okay, first off, we have, I'm not even going to try the airline pronunciation, or should I? Copyage? I'm not exactly sure, but it's 321 Neo. This is a 10-year-old livery, which is very entertaining. They got a bunch going on in that. That's really cool. Foxtrot Hotel November Charlie Oscar. Another great looking aircraft. This is a $51 aircraft, so definitely great. I would love to get one of these sometime for the Great Plains display, but obviously if I was able to get all of them, then what would be the point? So it's a fun challenge. Maybe that one will be an opportunity sometime. Okay, how about that? That is really nice. This is a Saudi Arabia Boeing 777-300ER. This has the Formula E 2024 livery with flaps up and down as our final 2 releases for today's video, and this is a great scheme. So obviously they have that current livery that they got on there, but they also added a bunch of blue at the back to promote that event. Really cool to see that. I think it will be a really great release, a very popular one. Excited to see who all picks it up and what that aircraft will be all about. So I really hope all of you enjoyed this release reaction. JC Wings was definitely pretty elaborate here, but it proves to be a great release. So I'm excited to see what all of you think about it. Let me know in the comments if you're getting any particular releases or if you have any thoughts, but definitely interested in some of these. Maybe it will work back around and we're able to get some, but regardless, that will do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.